Are we back? I think I'm back. I don't see it here. Yes, 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 great. For me, it's still... For my preview, it still looks like it's not working. So, yay! Like I said, today is a cursed day. I see why you're the Forge Master. Thank you. This is an incredible weapon.
You are most welcome, outsider. However, this material is unlike any other metal. It is superior in nearly every way, and an unmatched challenge to work. I want to see what else I could do with it. Bring me more fragments, and I will forge for you a blade unlike any other. Though with more star metal, I may be able to upgrade the Moonstrike Arquebus a bit more.
And where am I supposed to find more? Oh, do you have any idea where I should look for these fragments?
Ah, if I knew where to find these shards, I would have done so already. What can I do for you?
Apparently nothing. Looks like you take your inspiration from that shrine to Abaddon.
I know. A shrine to Abaddon in a forge. How unique.
Where do you get your materials?
We have mines throughout the tasks, though most of them were abandoned until very recently. Most of our material comes from reforging old equipment. Someone dies or retires and we make something new from their stuff.
It's a fine tradition, if you don't mind going on patrol in your dead uncle's old pants.
Yeah.
Talk all you like, outcast. This way has worked for centuries.
Why were your mines abandoned?
Like most things around Solace, they got too costly and dangerous to maintain. The Council thought it best to close them down. Council of Kostya has argued to get some of them open again. We might be getting some new ores sometime soon.
Okay, then I would like to see what you have in your shop. Faith and conviction. Heavy? Heavy. Slowly regenerate essence. You and your companions receive +4% damage reduction. That would be amazing. We have the Moonstrike now. Power attacks deal moderate frost accumulation to nearby enemies and hits deal +10% bonus frost damage. Hopefully that will be so. Let's see. Can I sell you something? Of course I can, because I keep carrying those stuff. That still won't be enough. Sell you this Arcanist ring and Umpar's promise that. I don't think we'll need most of those items. Like, I have 40 spider legs. That's not nearly enough. I need 30,000. Can I get it on the tab, please? Okay. Well, I might as well sell you this. I can break it down though. Sell you the grimoire. I have enough. No, I'm not gonna sell you the grimoire because once I do, I will run out of my bombs. I can assure you that will happen. Secondary and Moonstrike. And we can upgrade it right away. I mean, once we are at the camp, we'll be able to upgrade it. This Just know this is written in intense, angry handwriting on a piece of smudged charred parchment. To all who serve in the fort. I understand you think I'm unworthy of this position, but by decree of the Council of Solace and our hallowed traditions, I am your fort master, and you shall all treat me as such. For example, no more leaving station uncamped, no more sloughing ash in my direction, no more stealing of my rations, no more using the fort fires to cook meat, no more hilarious effigies. No more use of the term gorge master to refer to my eating habits, no more flicking slag at me and then acting like you did nothing. Tully, I know it was you. No more swapping my quenching oil out for deadly acid, no more patting me on my head instead of saying yes, Fort Master. I expect those guidelines to be followed to the letter, lest the commandant hear my complaint herself. Forge Master. There. Yeah, unfortunately, taking such important role is always met with people being unhappy, to say the least. Hello. I hope you don't mind.
Where is that caravan? The wardens from the tower sent word to expect one.
Snow?
Outsider caravan.
Oh, it's from me.
Does the council know about this?
Shh. Someone sent word in a deer and caravan with goods to trade. Just think, a deer and cheeses.
Nandru looked to Wodaka for inspiration.
Okay, you mean this?
You must be the outsider I've heard so much about, yes? I am pleased to meet you.
Bolty? Is that you?
Marius? Won't the Commandant be surprised? What can I do for Solace's most fascinating guests?
What is your role here, exactly?
I am an attendant of the Council of Solace. I do whatever they ask of me, frankly. Currently, it is my honor to watch over the Shrine of Wodaka and keep it as pristine as the goddess herself.
You mean it's your honor to stay where the council can keep an eye on you?
I have to know what's that about.
The way I heard it, Bolty had a reputation for taking things from the armory and selling them to traders for a profit.
I paid my debt to Solace. I have changed.
Yeah, well, the council is keeping you close by, just in case you haven't.
Okay. I will just walk away. Can I still trade with you?
Good to see you again. How can I help?
No hard feelings. Show me what you get to sell. Oh, treasure map. Okay. We'll check that again in a moment. But unfortunately there is something wrong with maps. Bounty, side quests, map. Ever since I found the dark blade, I have felt hungers that no food or drink can satisfy, almost as if it longs to plunge it into soft tissue and slash across vulnerable throats. Rather than continue to fight off its influence, I have buried the dagger before it buries me. Okay, this looks like a ziggurat, top of a ziggurat, dead trees, somewhere there. No, I don't. Alright, I need to go back to Sansa. I need to eventually go back to Sansa. This piece of parchment contains a common prayer to Wodaka. Oathbringer, hear our voices. Lead us to speak truth and receive it in kind. Protect us as we walk the prescribed path. Calm our minds as we make difficult choices. Show us how to untie the knots of lies and sentiment to bring us closer to your broken throne, where justice awaits those who serve justice. If I remember correctly, Woodica was
Take
trapped
pride
god
in our home, fellow
at some
Pagrumu,
point.
for Solace is an impenetrable fortress
And
that can withstand any assault.
hello?
Move along, outsider. Consultation hours are... Oh my.
You're staring at my face, aren't you?
Well, you must admit, it is striking.
Naturally. What can you tell me about Nandru?
Our beloved founder. Nandru sought to create a sanctuary in the deadliest part of the island. He called it Solace. Many believe Nandru was led here by a spirit guardian of some kind. Others believe he was simply an excellent judge of location. Regardless, many of his traditions remain in place to this day, while others may have fallen by the wayside.
Do you know anything about a garden?
If you ask about the tilled ground made for growing plants, no. Very few here have that knowledge. But Nandru did speak of a garden from time to time. He created the Wardens of Solace to oversee that garden specifically. No one can say for sure what the garden meant to him, for none has set foot there. I fear I cannot help you beyond that.
How have Nandru's traditions changed?
If you ask these absolute Zarips, they'd say not at all. I maintain that our solace is more in Sorina's vision than Nandru's. Our founder envisioned a safe place for all who reside or explore in the Tusks. An admirable goal, certainly. Sorina's vision was more about safety for the people already within Solace. Outsiders be damned.
Who was Sorina in all of this?
Ah, blessed Sorina. She led Solace's rise from the ashes centuries ago, when an attack breached the walls and ruined our keep. She was a forceful and diligent leader who oversaw the rebuilding of the keep and established new traditions to keep us safe. Many, myself included, believe her traditions conflicted with Nandru's, which were more suited to a solace in peacetime.
What kind of person was Nandru?
He was compassionate, eccentric, and charismatic. He knew how to draw out the best in his people. A true leader. Tradition says that when he knew his life was ending, he sought quiet solitude, knowing his work here was complete. Not a word of tradition, spoken or written, speaks ill of our founder. It is perhaps the only thing on which we all agree.
Hey, let's move on.
What more can I do to enlighten
I
you?
don't know. Your philosophy seems controversial.
All philosophy is controversial here. Thoughts that do not challenge tradition might as well be tradition themselves.
What do scholars do in Solace?
We pass on the oral histories of Solace and seek to uncover those historical knowledge we have lost over time. In return, the unenlightened Getuli of Solace curse, spit, and throw objects at us. It is truly a symbiotic relationship.
Truly. Thank you.
An outsider! I've never seen someone so tall.
You see, I'm tall. At least by someone's standards. I don't think that's anything but obsidian cord. No, I didn't go in. Oh, now my UI is back. Okay. This letter is clearly a draft. Words are crossed out and there are notes in the margins. To the Honored Council of Solace, I have made my feelings on this topic known repeatedly, and yet nothing of substance has been done. It should be no surprise to you that many of us in the Obsidian Quarter have issues with the way certain policies have been enacted. I, for one, have left my boots out to be shined on several occasions, only to awaken to a pair of still scuffed boots. Such dereliction of duty cannot be accepted. Imagine if, should Magran will it, enemies attacked from outside and no one was standing at the front gates. This is the slipperiest of slopes, and I, for one, will not allow this keep to diminish in this way. I explained to the miscreants in charge that I would be speaking with their commanding officers, but it was to no avail. My boots shall one day shine like the sun. Tradition must hold. Yours truly, Lieutenant Karin. Clean boots are really important. Not that I know anything about it. Thank you.
Oh, I do hope no one sees me like this.
Like how?
Who let you in here? What do you want?
Why are you up here?
Why am I in my own home? I think a better question is, why are you here? I must live, no, suffer in squalor now. Unfortunately, none of the merchants in the keep have things that live up to my tastes. But as long as Mihala continues to shun the rest of the lands, we must make do with an ever-shrinking supply of true goods.
Apparently, there's a trade caravan that's supposed to be here soon.
Truly? Oh, how exceptionally convenient. I shall have to wear something really dazzling. Now, shoo, let me change.
Okay. You're welcome, I guess.
Found a spider the size of my face in my quarters last night.
Ew.
Game? Ugh. I bet the officers up above don't have to deal with that.
On the bright side, the legs are pretty good in a stew.
Ew.
That is both gross and intriguing. What time is dinner?
We do not eat their
Look at
stew.
that, envoy. I am back in my element.
Yes.
Very image of Nandru indeed. The gods send you at the most opportune time.
They
A
do?
word, please. Ah, the infamous Ediran envoy. I'd heard of your resemblance to our illustrious founder, but I'd hardly believe it if I weren't seeing it for myself. The monks tell us that Nandru had a special connection to the land, a sense for where to find things. I wonder if you share it.
Why do I get the feeling you're about to ask me for something?
Ah, sharp as the tusks themselves. Our hunters can track beetles, birds, and boars, but do you know what the most elusive quarry in the tusks is?
Bears?
It's water, of course. And yet you'd never know it from the way the councilors fuss. It's all tradition, this, tradition that.
Is there a problem with your water supply?
There's always been a problem with it. Chiefly that it tastes of rotten Zorip eggs. But no one can be bothered to fix it.
So you need me to do it?
Find the scouts I already sent to fix the problem, if you please.
Okay.
There's an old godless aqueduct system in slumbering fields far to the southwest. I sent a team to start repairs, but I haven't heard from them.
Lucas team? Oh, I'm already working on it.
Sent by the gods indeed. I'm not as superstitious as my compatriots, but your appearance and timing are more than a little fortunate. They were supposed to work on the section just north of the southern guard tower. You probably passed it when you entered the Tusks.
Gotcha. Yeah. Now that looks interesting. Oh, that really is interesting. You have infinite water supply. And hydroponic farms. Oh my goodness, that is amazing.
Outsiders in the halls Nandru built himself? Madness.
Let's deal with the council.
Council's just up this lift.
Are they gonna throw us in the volcano if this goes badly?
Guys, where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay, let's prepare.
If we open our gates to Outlanders, we stand to lose everything. They will corrupt our people, destroy our traditions.
Our entire society faces destruction if we don't. We need trade. We need the rest of the world.
The reason Solace Keep has stood for so long is because we've stood alone. Do not question our ways, Kostya.
I understand, Mihala. But Solace Keep is dying. Surely it wouldn't hurt to consider a different route.
We will talk about
Morning.
this later. We have a guest. What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason.
Hello, bonsoir, mon ami. We just saw the steel garrote in the tusks. Your lives are in danger.
I doubt that. There isn't an inch of this land the wardens do not patrol, day and night. If the steel garrote were here, we would know.
And if they are here, let them come. Solace has stood against worse threats for hundreds of years.
They nearly destroyed a city full of animancers. If they come for solace, even these ancient walls won't save you. If that's all you'll do, you might as well not do anything.
You've already destroyed one historical edifice. We heard of what you did to the ruins in Shatterscarp. Give me a reason to tolerate you for even a second longer.
Because of my face? I did what was needed.
Indeed. But you've brought us news. Now I'm curious. What do you expect us to do for you, It sounds like you have something in mind.
Help us put an end to the Dream Scourge.
There is no dream scourge in Galawain's tusks.
Yet.
Nor has there ever been.
Will be. Every settlement in the Living Lands suffers from it. It's only a matter of time.
No. The soul of Nandru protects this place, protects his wardens. No curse may touch us here.
These are unusual times, Mihala. Regrettably, I must confirm the envoy's tale. Our messengers have heard as much from Paradis, Fior, Thirdborn. Perhaps we have only been lucky. What if Nandru's aegis no longer protects us?
I do not believe it.
but I am not unmoved by the stories we have heard from the other settlements. You say you mean to end this plague of madness, envoy?
Show us a path to the garden, and we will.
There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, envoy? We've determined it's the source of the Dream Scourge. Mind how you speak of the garden in these halls, envoy.
The garden is our sacred purpose, its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. He once wrote that the island spoke to him, perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does she not?
The markings on your face, I recognized them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru.
Luckily, you're not the one to decide who's touched by the god. I am a godlike of the being in the garden. Maybe Nandru was too.
The godlike are gone.
There's at least one left, and she's standing right in front of you.
Perhaps you are what you say, but it does not matter. We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, envoy, you will have to discover it yourself.
Fine.
But I fear you will be disappointed.
We can bet on that. I need 30,000 gold. We can bet on that. If there really is no way in, why bother protecting it?
It has and always will be our duty to watch over the garden. Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage.
And God.
You are an outsider and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The wardens exist to stand in your way.
My purpose is greater than the concerns of Kith.
However noble you may believe your purpose, it is yours alone.
It's mine, too.
You have no more standing in these halls than the envoy does, Marius. We have no obligation, and indeed no inclination to help you.
You're making a mistake, but I will respect your wishes.
Good. Be sure of it.
Kostya, see the envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And Marius, don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, envoy.
Right. I warned you they'd be useless. Or maybe I didn't, but I thought about it. You'd be better off tracking the Steel Garrote. At least they're not useless bureaucrats.
Politicians are alike everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah, so I don't think we'll burn the garden. And to answer your question, I am exhausted, I am furious, and I am sick to my stomach. A yellowed piece of paper mottled with water stains. It is written in Kostya's sprawling cursive. Most of it is unintelligible, but a few lines are legible. I am done. Drive a spear through my heart. I cannot take this zealotry any longer. Not when everything we hold precious stands to burn to cinders because Mihala decided that that man's words are more valuable than the lives of our people. What will it take to make her understand? Does Sola's keep need to fall before she opened her eyes? Oh, writings of Serena Free. We should find the previous to it. No, not the game. The game's not the issue. Ish. A stack of meeting minutes, notes, and assorted papers. For the most part, it is a collection of bureaucratic alluvium. Hidden amongst the marginalia and footnotes is a series of handwritten exchanges between Kostya and Mihala, scrawled in shorthand and dripping with excessive punctuation. The two never seem to be in agreement about anything. Mihala writes most of her entries in full sentences. Kostya, on the other hand, shows a deep love for rude sketches. Constantly Kostya, as per our conversation on the topic, we are supposed to present a unified front, not whatever that was. It has come to my attention that certain parties have been intercepting my letters to Adir. While I am uncertain who might be responsible, I would advise the culprit to stop doing so. The margins of our meeting notes are not for caricatures. That is all. I look forward to another several hundred years or so of working with someone more stubborn than stone. Oh. Mihala, can I have your key, please?
Still lingering, Adiren?
We need to talk about Petru.
Captain of the Wardens? He's away on an errand for me. What about him?
Did you imprison him, or did nature finish him off for you?
Intrusive Adiren. I don't know how you found out, but I'd warn you to stay out of the Council's business. Petru's ideas are a danger to Solus and go against his oath. If you must pry, I can assure you, he is safe, and he will stay far away from Solus until he can be trusted again.
Imprisoning those who have different ideas than you is wrong, Mihala.
You know what? I'd almost think you genuinely believe that if you didn't carry an Adiren crest. Now be gone. I have other work to do, and I do not need to justify myself to you of all kith.
So Petru's alive, but he's on Mihala's bad side. Honestly, dying's probably easier.
Probably is. Rudy has a key on her. Damn it. Oh, sorry. Sorry to keep waiting.
I just wanted a word before you went on your way.
Yes?
I wanted to apologize for what happened in the council chamber.
Really?
The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. The old sicken. The young suffer. But Mihala, well, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve than ask for help.
What is going on in Solus Keep?
There are just not enough resources to go around. And it's causing people to fall ill. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want to risk her wrath.
This feels like a difficult situation.
It is. I understand, Mihala, but principles won't keep your people fed and safe.
True.
Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Change must happen. We need to leave the keep. Do you understand me?
What do you want from me, exactly?
The keep decays, and we drown in a rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradis could provide. If I could only start the conversation.
And why haven't you?
Mihala won't have it. Our isolation here is not elective, but imposed on us by her. And Nandru, and our long traditions. Tradition is a tricky thing to end, Envoy. People become attached, don't they, to the old ways of doing things? Even when those old ways are killing them. I have tried to broach the topic of trade with her many times, as have my predecessors with her predecessors, and clearly we have gotten nowhere.
Is she afraid of?
Outside influence. The call of the wider world. She doesn't voice it, but she fears that if our wardens know the comforts of the lands beyond our borders, they will want to leave the tusks.
She's right. There's a whole world out there free from all the Saka and misery of Solace.
Then why shouldn't they leave?
I would rather abandon every tradition and forget who we are than watch my people suffer needlessly for pride.
Well, it's more than pride. Your traditions make you who you are.
And without them, we are not wardens. Let the wardens die then, if my people might survive.
Sounds me intrigued. Assuming I can help, what will you give me in return?
Information. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one, but I know who might. You were right, you know. The Stilgarot are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman.
That's an understatement. Why are you telling me this?
Mihala would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths fighting the Stilgarot. She does not care about how the situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the Stilgarot who find it, I don't care.
Wait, then what is of importance to you?
My people. Every person who is alive now, and every generation to come.
That's the most sensible thing we've heard yet.
Yeah.
The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she might be all that stands between us and doom. She has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us.
Oh, no, you should not. Ambassador Hilgard is a reasonable man. You don't need Ludwin's support.
It doesn't matter how reasonable he is if I don't have his ear. I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order on the ass end of a volcanic wasteland. Against Mihala's wishes, I have written to him many times. He refuses to lend his ear. But if a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf, there might be something I could offer him. Something like the keep.
You give them the keep? Have you lost your Sundan mind?
Solace Keep is just a place. You're looking for a way to help your people, aren't you?
The keep. It's inane traditions. None of that means anything to me. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Steel Garrote in exchange for goods and gold.
That's a sensible trade in my book.
Its existence has cost us so much. The least it can do is buy a future for our people.
Well, you do have a point. Hopefully, Mihala will see it.
Kind words I did not think I would hear. I doubt she will, though. Mihala believes your empire cannot see us as anything but rivals. An agreement may protect us from dying from deprivation, and perhaps also keep us safe from Adir's hunger.
I wish you well, but I want nothing to do with this.
I promise you, this is all repellent to me too. But I will do what I must to save my people. It might seem a foolish idea, but better to be a fool who tried than a coward who did not. Your quest for the garden is also a fool's errand.
You're allowed your opinions, and I will have mine.
And you've shared them all with me. I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope is that you don't kill the Inquisitor before I get what I want too.
The Steel Garrote are unpredictable. They may force my hand.
I would never ask you not to defend yourself, Envoy. In any case, the Steel Garrote are at the Mount Forja mines. To get there, head west across the primordial depths. Do as you will. I believe the Pargrunen and the Adirians can forge a mutually beneficial alliance. That will not happen if there is unnecessary bloodshed. Also,
Let's fight with his gaze.
Goodbye then.
Huh.
He's in a tough position, but I believe he's trying to do right by his people.
It's creepy. Oh, yeah, I have no idea what happened here. Why it took such weird route. Anyway, I want to see something.
Any news, Andrada?
Sorry, Geoffrey. Captain.
Guys,
No, the council's still
come here.
going at it.
Thank you.
You know how Mihala is.
No.
Well, Saka.
I still don't trust him. At least now I know why the Pargrunen from the Pillars of Eternity and the White March died. If they are dealing with so much intrigue between them. Jesus.
For all of the goods that pass through Paradise? No, I can't. Not with Mihala calling the shots.
Then perhaps it's time for a change around here.
I don't think we've been up there. And honestly, I did not expect the game to take such route.
I'll have to bring this to the council's attention.
Ooh. First, I'll bring this with me. Thank you.
No, I couldn't possibly. It's too precious. Safe. In the drawer.
Are you okay? Oh, I think there's something wrong with you. These hastily scrawled words from the beginning of a poem that was never finished. What would I do for you, my son? There's quite a list, far more than one. I would travel to the garden for you. I would eat a bowl of soulless stew. I would rather play with you instead of handling the wares of the honored dead. I would split apart the greystone sky to give you a look at the world outside. But for now, all that I can do is... Yeah, I'm afraid what dilemma exactly there will be. We mustn't, I guess, pushing her away from me as our lips part. This isn't right. Prophetica is upon us, my heart. She sobs, reaching up to carve her fingers from my hair. We must seize happiness where we can. I gaze into her eyes, limpid pools of tears, and take her in as she stands before me. Her hair, tousled from the strenuous activities, falls gracefully over her shoulder in waves more beautiful than any ocean. Mihala, I whisper her name like a prayer. She surges forward, our tongues battling for dominance. It goes on like this for pages. Ooh, Mihala, we need to talk. Hello. Hello, my friend. Yet you chosen perfect moment to drop by. Ooh, Petruski. Okay. Let's invade Petrus' privacy now. He is locked away somewhere anyway. Anyway. But, I mean, we will see. We will see how it goes. Maybe it won't be that drastic of a dilemma. Maybe it will be something like imprison the goddess, limit her influences completely, and everyone will be saved. The land will become just a land that won't try to kill everyone every time a goddess gets angry for no reason. Oh. Now it occurred to me. She killed, and I mean she didn't kill everyone, she brought disasters upon the island. Every now and then. Is that supposed to symbolize the goddess being on period?
What do you think it means?
What do you think what means?
25, 26. Sucker.
I mean, if the goddess is the island, which I assume it is, then we would need a lot of tomato sauce. Okay, one of the treasure maps showed those buildings. One of those buildings behind the rock formation. It could have been this one. No, the broken one. No, not the broken one, I mean. So it could be this, visible from a different angle. But she is occasionally destroying the island and every civilization that lives on it. It repeated, right? I swear, if it is, depending on the cycle of the moon, then I'm out. Yeah. Should be fine. And remember, the gods in Pillars of Eternity are man-made. They were people at some point. Like, far into the... it could have been this. Far into the past they were... there's another one. They could have been people. Yeah, wait, are you asleep?
Zarb tracks. Lots of them. We're entering hostile territory.
Okay. Oh, there you are. I definitely need to upgrade this. Oh, no, you don't. The game is definitely not cooperating today. What is happening? There's the volcano, there is the garden of the goddess, and I still haven't visited the verdant chambers of the... Oh, hello guys. What are you doing here? Yeah, unfortunately my save file in Pathfinder broke. So that's why I haven't been playing the game lately. Because I would have to replay all the things with it. I will do it. Eventually. Don't worry. Right now I'm really into this adventure. It works kinda like a flashlight. Like it. Okay, but now it's annoying. Thank you. That doesn't count. There's that. The engraving, eroded by time, reads: For those lost in construction, we dedicate this tower to them. Their bones strengthen the stone, and their hearts the land. I did read of some, I don't know, some people used to use ashes of the dead as part of building materials. I don't want to judge. A thick sheaf of paper consisting of hastily written notes, consisting of what looks to be copies of passages from other texts, as well as the writer's own notes and questions. It seems to be a handmade beginner's guide to animancy. The latest crop of potatoes was small and somehow bright purple. I'm not sure how I did that, but I've disposed of the fertilizer I used on that batch. I brought some new supplies in Paradise that I plan to slowly cycle into the newest batch. Water continues to be more scarce than I like, but it's hard to smuggle out enough to quench both my thirst and my farms without raising suspicion. Mina asked me about it in front of the others recently, but I think I was able to play it off. Why does she have to notice everything? It's usually so endearing, but I need her to pay less attention right now, at least until I've got something to show for all my experiments. And is that your book? I'm the most holy Nandru. I hope he was reborn as lake algae and pissed on by a flamingo. He gave us all the secrets of survival in this bright and bitter land. He did everything he could to give his followers a chance. His teachings had only one flaw. He exhorted us to write it all down. For 300 years he seemed so wise. Whenever there was a doubt, our ancestor went back to the tablets. When the faithful abandoned Solace, Nandru's secrets did not flee with them. The tablets were too heavy to steal. The tablets outlived the death of the masters, so that the thread of their learnings did not die with them. Solace endured on the foundation of those tablets. But after Theodore's folly, after the sack of the libraries, we lost too much. Or perhaps not enough. Nandru's private writings survived. They trouble me. He had such doubts about why he came here, about why he did not go further. Okay, and that's the person the cult is looking out to, sorry. The ledger, made filthy by dust and rot, contains records of the supplies kept within the tower. As a former waypoint between Solace Keep and Mount Forja, the tower was often used to store raw materials mined from the tusks. It also stored a great deal of foodstuffs for itself and the miners at Mount Forja. As the entries progress, however, there seems to be a sharp increase in both arms and armor, as well as emergency medical supplies. The last entries show an attempt to move as much equipment as possible out of the tower. Huh. Don't want their reserves to be armed. Thank you. Okay, I thought I saw something.
I've seen worse. Some paint, a mop. Maybe I haven't seen worse.
I did. The asylum for people whose souls awoke and they went mad. Not a pleasant sight. A list of dates and numbers. Upon reading through all of it, you can deduce that it's keeping track of a nearby group of Zoribs and endeavoring to make sure the writers isn't discovered by the tribe. I've suspected it for days, but now I'm positive. The Zoribs are getting closer. Hopefully they haven't seen me, and they'll just move right on by. Oh, grenades. You guys should have used the grenades. Twisted iron. Oh, I hope Petra would be here. Ring of Greater Overseeing. What is that? Plus 20% area of effect damage. No, thank you. And the shield. It's just a plain superb round shield. I mean, thank you. I will sell it. But it's not something I would like to use.
Now we know what they were doing instead of housekeeping.
Need to adjust the frequency on the wheat. Do we add the irrigation directly to the machines? The archives must have some record on how to use these things. Running out of fertilizer, try beetle dung instead? That could have worked. The animacy equipment I have procured from Emerald Star is nothing short of wondrous. The people of Fjord have grown bountiful crops from nothing with these machines. Perhaps we may save ourselves from starvation and rationing yet. And the Patronen practiced animacy before, at various points in our history. Surely Mihala will allow this. Mihala denied the proposition. She said that animacy does not support Nanju's directive, since he does not explicitly mention the practice in the oaths. Saka, I think. It's her keep and her rules, but if we don't act now, we'll starve. I set up a small garden at the top of the ruined outpost. It's working so far. I have hope that Mihala will see reason. Mihala is stubborn old goat. She refuses to discuss my successful experiment. And said that if I continue this project, she will have me locked away in the ash forest for sedition and treason. Let her try.
That Nimdu Petru definitely got himself locked up in the ash forest.
Oh, yeah.
He'll still be there. The Zarabs didn't get to him first.
Hopefully we will get to him. Oh, I just took some spoiled cabbage with us. I mean, some things that I eat would be considered spoiled by some people. But what can I tell you? Fermented food is good and healthy. Most of it is. Yes, we need to go back to Sansa, and I think for that I will go. That's wrong that all of those regions will have its own map, which really is a shame. Although I am glad that there's no deserts. Let's go back to Dawnshore quickly. We're hopping on a horse and we're galloping because this is the one instance when I will be using the quick travel. I am not willing to walk through all of those places. Oh, it's so beautiful. I miss this place. Where is Sansa? That is true. Is Sansa not here? Where the hell is he? This treasure map of this. Emeralds there. Main story, no. Dawnshore. Yep. Bring this. This. I haven't found this. Halloween's task I don't care. Return the Shutter's cartographer notes to Sansa. Okay, I want to track this. Sansa is to search for and bring his findings back, yeah? He was somewhere here. I swear he was somewhere here. I see. No. Oh, look, we found most of the things here. All the things here. Oh, that's interesting. I did not see that. Oh, that's really good to know that I found all those. I've missed one fast travel beacons. Oh no, what will we do? Okay, I was wondering about this. Where is he? No, he's not in the emeralds. Is he traveling along with us? See, this one is for the emerald stair. Sansa asks you to search for and bring her findings back. Return map, pick up a cartographic data on the Mercer remains, as it will be grateful to receive it. I am honestly baffled. I am fairly sure he is in the Paradise, so that's where we will go. No, you don't. Exactly, guy. Oh, is that a piece of the toad? I have a beef with Cyberpunk, and it's one of the reasons why I don't play games on when they come out. Oh, fragment of star metal. Thank you.
Forgemaster Dell is the only person I can think of who'd know what to do with that.
When Cyberpunk came out, I played the game. I played it a lot, just to. I tried to 100% it, and at some point, one of the how is it called in English? We've been here. You know, the implants that you put into you. Splinter? I defeated a boss too early in the game. The splinter did not drop out of him, and it was just so it was a well-known bug that the splinter did not drop from the boss. So I tried applying patch, fan-made patch to that, and I was playing on version of the game not supported by this patch anymore. So at I think 20 hours in the game, I was stuck knowing I would not be able to 100% the game, and it made me rage quit. I did not finish it at all after that. At some point I will get back to it, but you know, it just stayed with me for this whole time. District. Southern Paradise. Where is Sansa? Is he here? Okay, give me a moment. I just not so I won't waste your and mine time. I will look up where this asshole is. Avowed Sansa. I am sure he is here. He is a... Okay, that makes sense. Primary protection, desperate measures. Okay. He is supposed to be a merchant. Northern Paradise. So we need to go over there. Because I would have never remembered that he is a merchant.
I'm thinking more about that Sparrowhawk graffiti. Maybe we could get some painters together to do some murals around the district.
Like the one on the movies?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff related to Cyberpunk now. I even have some friends, and my husband play the RPG version. Of course, it's there. So they come here and once every 2 weeks and play the RPG version.
I don't think we're going to be welcome here for long. All those Sparrowhawks will be around here any minute.
Don't be such a killjoy up here. Not here. I don't know. Because of what happened to me in the game, this is, for now, it's not my bag of potatoes. Where the hell am I? Oh, even further. Even further. Market district. Ooh. Nice. Neck. And some spoil. Hello. Thank you. Oh. Hi, would you kindly?
Coming in hot.
Thank you.
Quiet as the depths.
Hi. I will hurt you.
How'd you do that?
Whoa. Oh, don't peek
We got 'em all.
on the people in America.
Piece of that Wodica totem.
Oh, great. I think that's the last piece as well. I, for one, do remember time. I mean, the end of the time when there still wasn't too much to eat. Not a pleasant, nothing to make fun about. I used to get wagons of ore from Sovereign Point every month. Now, a year of silence. Either the mine dried up or something happened to the settlement. Either way, I can't stay in business like this. Turns out I'm not the only one getting nervous. A lot of the outposts inland have gone quiet. Plague. Disappearances. Creatures gone mad. Everyone's heard the rumors, but no one's got the answers. This can't go on. We rely on each other for essentials. Unless something changes, we're gonna die out here. And to be honest, I would not be able to exploit people. To earn. Don't get me wrong, I am not a good person. I'm far from being a good person, but some things, even to me, oh, there's Sansa's Emporium, are disgusting. And if I see someone trying to exploit order that are worse suited. Oh. I will always, maybe been there. Look unkindly to them. Did we go over there? Or did we not? Okay, this is definitely related to whale. I mean the god, not the animal. It's probably... Oh! Ah!
Ah, a seeker of mysteries. Welcome. You are among friends. Please, close the door behind you.
Of course.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mysterious well. Unlock these lands unto us. Provide us with the knowledge our healers seek to heal the wounds of this new land. Its poisons and thorns are sharp and deadly. Keep those secrets you will, but grant us the keys to unlock them ourselves. We beg. Hmm?
Thank you.
Ugh. Am I the only one who gets the fricas from that mural?
No. But I am amazed we are still lucid. That we did not pass out or something. Well does that thing to you. He is the keeper of mysteries. But honestly, there are a couple of gods in Pillar's world that...
I don't like how those militia folks look at you.
Yeah, so there are... Marius, thank you. And there are a couple of gods dedicated to keeping secrets. You guys stay there.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Sounds. There. Okay, there's something above us. Inside here. Wait. Hey. Oh my goodness. Can I climb this? No. There is definitely something inside here. I want to go in. Yeah. The glass work now. It's not weird and blue and glowing anymore. Hi. Thank you. I appreciate your companionship, but not this close. Deadly fungi. That's us. Exotic fungi. That's also us. Also, by not invading your privacy, I've missed something.
I promise that region is well mapped.
Understood. I will just take one thing. Now we have all the pieces. Notes on the trinket recovered in the eastern ruins. Sacred object, but to whom? Iconography suggests Woodica. Very old, perhaps from first Ederian settlers. Did Ederian ships land here centuries earlier than we thought? Curious implications for historical record. Definitely incomplete though. Part of a larger relic? More fragments in the area? Warm to the touch. Enchanted? Valuable. No, not valuable. That's definitely not the case.
Looking for something?
Mm-hmm. Anything I can stash into my pockets, basically.
I don't think my assistants are hiding in there. You're back. What have you found?
Felicia didn't make it. I'm sorry. Here's her map of Emerald Stair.
Fletcher. Oh, I was sure she would be safe. Her maps were so meticulous. She even made her own ink. Please, keep searching. I'm sure the others will turn up soon.
Wilfrid is dead. At least he made good progress on Shutterscarp.
Ah, poor Wilfrid. A keen eye for botany. He loved to write about the plants he found. Please, keep searching. I'm sure the others will turn up soon.
And about Renato...
You found him?
And... we promised. He's gone. Whatever happened, at least his map of the tasks survived.
Oh, terrible. Renato was the first one I hired. It was always about the adventure for him. Madico. This expedition is cursed. Where did I go wrong?
You sent people out into the wilds with no training and no one to guide them. Maybe take one moment to actually think next time?
You should have been out there with them. What happened to pulling with your crew?
Out of interest, did you vet them before you hired them?
Perhaps not well enough. I hoped their excitement would make up for their inexperience. If nothing else, my map is very nearly finished now, so some good has come of the expedition after all. Thank you, Aimika. You've helped me shape the course of history. Come back to the shop sometime.
You did good, Envoy. I think you brought them peace.
Yeah. What is that? Our dreams. Ah, it's this one. Okay. Yeah, I just see a lot of stuff happening on the internet now. Tasks, the onshore. Right, so this Forge, this of Star stuff. So this we have done. Woodica thing, I don't know where to look. This is definitely part Runen place. Actually, I think I know where to go. Way out, way out. Ah, yeah. So, yeah.
Hey, you have to check in with me to enter this part of the...
No, thank you. It might have been also me that is a little bit too sensitive now.
We have no jurisdiction over the Paradise militia.
Ooh.
This building is a Deeren property. Your people have no business being here.
I understand that, but you can't just march up to the gate and order my soldiers around.
Then order them to get away from our property, or I'll use more than harsh language. Ah, the Emperor's envoy. I'm glad to see His Majesty is sending more Deerens to settle this untamed land. I am Alfir, a captain in the Steel Garrote under Inquisitor Ludwine.
You seem to be taking your rank quite seriously.
How else should one take one's rank, envoy? This sergeant of the Paradise militia refuses to discipline his people about lingering near our headquarters. A less charitable woman might suppose that their loitering is intended to aggravate us.
Be reasonable. My militia need to pass this way to go to and from the East Gate. What are they supposed to do? Walk all the way down to the market entrance just to make you feel better?
Sergeant, our headquarters are not under Paradise's authority. Ah, no. It does seem unpractical, Captain Elfer.
They do more than simply walk by. They linger here, drinking and talking.
Look, none of us are professional soldiers. We're militia. We all have other jobs to get back to. Of course, we'll stop to have a drink and a laugh with our friends on our way to and from the gate. If the Steel Garrote want to look down their noses at us for our lack of discipline, that's fine. Just stop complaining that we don't take everything as seriously as you joyless lot.
See? This is what I'm talking about. Antagonism, plain and simple.
Sergeant, you don't have to avoid this building, but keep your people from loitering here, alright?
Fine.
Thank you.
I wish you people would be less uptight about all this.
I suppose that is resolution enough. Thank you, envoy.
You're welcome. I don't want to see you splattered in blood anytime soon again. Much appreciated. I did not expect to see... I don't know, the world evolving? I would expect it from the RPG, but not from this. Maybe that's why some people missed this stuff and said that the world is fairly two-dimensional in that regard. I don't know.
We will be watching, Envoy.
Yeah. Well. Wait, I'm running to the wrong place. I need to go there to the Patron Wall or somewhere there are northern farms. Shrine to Wutika. Let's actually, if we turn left here, we will also go to the camp. I mean, it is just something people need to get used to. I am fairly used to an offensive sense of humor, but sometimes, more than sometimes, I also have issues with understanding it, and I will take it the wrong way. So, if you will just write for me that it's a joke, like, with all seriousness, if you will just write to me that it's a joke in the, what's it called? Not in the quotation marks, but in the yeah, let's say, just tell me you're joking, and I'll be fine. I'll understand.
That meeting of the Solace Council did not go as planned.
It was a whole lot of exactly what I expected, honestly. It's all processes and traditions and arguments over texts written by non-Druze centuries ago.
Same story everywhere. Though, much of Rauatai's history is recorded in chants, so half our debates are sung. It doesn't resolve our feuds, but it does make them more entertaining.
Do you think there's hope for the Council? Or are they too stuck in their ways?
Do I look like a new-sunded politician? There's a reason I spend most of my time as far from civilization as possible.
Well, I'd vote for you, dearie. If only to see you squirm.
Actually, don't. This. What?
Are you certain?
I know what I sensed. I am beyond all doubt.
A source of essence? In the living lands? Impossible.
See now, a shard of godly memory. I will bear witness then.
I felt the flutter of Audra. There was no mistaking it. Not a chime. Something different. And yet somehow the same.
A vein separate from ours?
I cannot explain it any other way.
An ill wind blows through Eora if any of what you say is true.
Those two are gods. Wutika and Eora are gods. Let the memory carry us.
Perhaps. We have no time for theories.
Please. I've considered this with care. Think of the kith who live there. Always just beyond our reach.
I assume nothing. I will not rest until I learn the truth of this. If we cannot bring it to light, we all may be at stake.
It's got a certain charm, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
How?
Sorry, Yatsli. Critical hit still high fire accumulation.
To know when to be quiet. What a lovely gift to find on my pillow.
Ooh.
Oh, interesting. I suppose that's a good skill to master.
If I didn't know better, Marius, I'd think someone was trying to tell me something.
Right. Well, the best thing to do would be to read it. See what it's all about.
And you have nothing more to say, do you?
No, I think everything's out in the open. Why?
I know I talk a lot, but had I known it bothered you so?
Oh, no. It's about maintaining stealth in a wilderness environment. Gods, what did you think it was about?
I just assumed you were too cowardly to complain to my face, dearie.
Not at all. If I had a problem with you, you'd know it. Trust me.
Okay, that's confusing.
I am uneasy in the presence of so many adherents. They attacked my people, and here we are, waltzing around their occupied territory as if nothing is wrong.
Maybe it was insensitive of me to bring you here.
Don't beat yourself up. At least I get to observe my enemy in their natural habitat. Fair warning, people might not like seeing you in the company of an animancer. But don't worry, I won't cause any trouble. I know when to keep a low profile.
I want your expertise, not your silence.
My expertise might not be welcome here, but if you're willing to take the risk, then so am I. Anyway, thanks for listening. Just wanted to get that off my chest.
Thank you.
Not before I've done some
Not
reading.
everything. Come on. Spill the
I've seen
beans.
council meetings get out of control, but that one was for the books. Almost as bad as when I asked the governor for some unconventional equipment. He nearly had a heart attack.
What kind of unconventional equipment?
A corporeal inverter. In layman's terms, it replaces living things with dead things by killing them. Maybe it wasn't my smartest investment, but I thought it had research potential.
Okay. Okay. Well, Kostya seemed more innovative in his thinking, at least.
If the steel garrote is what passes for innovative, then Solace is in deep trouble. It's remarkable, really, what people do for traditions that have lost all meaning. The garden is your birthright, and the wardens don't seem to know why they're guarding it in the first place.
Yeah.
If anyone has a right to enter the garden, it's you.
Wherever I go, I have to prove myself to strangers.
Such is the life of an envoy. The council made their choice. If they won't let you into the garden, we just have to find another way.
Is that all from you?
Not before I've done some reading.
Sure. Kai?
I'm sure you had your own reasons, but I'm glad you helped those two fugitives get to Thirdborn. A lot of people in your position would have left them high and dry, or turned them in.
Wait, you're just now relating to what we did here in Dawnshore. Why? Even Dagus are baffled by that. And you really don't think much of Aderians, do you?
It's not that. Believe me, if the Rawatayan Empire had their embassy troops and paladin hirelings here, it wouldn't be any different. Not from what I saw in the Deadfire. I'm just glad to see people get a second chance. And I'm relieved to know you're the kind of person who's willing to grant them, even when your official duties might suggest otherwise.
I'm just full of surprises.
I can't wait to find out.
Okay. Yep, thank you.
I'll be here if you need me.
Mm-hmm. And the Myers don't want to talk anymore. Okay, now this is very strange.
Your weird device thing was making a noise last night.
Really? What kind of noise?
It was this high-pitched buzzing sound.
Ah, nothing to worry about. That just means a ghost passed through camp.
Right. What?
Must have been a big one, too. I'm sorry I missed it.
I'm sorry I didn't.
Enchanting. Enchanting. Moonstrike. Ondra's Anger. No, I want to read it. Power attacks the high frost accumulation drained by enemies. Killing an enemy gives you plus 5% damage reduction. Nah. Oh, the damage. The damage possible. Once again, I can upgrade. I want to see it. Yes, let's upgrade this. Start of Unbeing. And for you, I need 4 glasswood branches and 4 wool-derived toadstools. You am definitely breaking down for the materials. So I need 4 more glasswood branches. And we haven't even found the toadstools. Okay. No, that's my bad. Here it is. A cave coral. I wish this part in the middle was moved to the right, because right now I need to click the list, move my cursor very nicely towards the craft button, because if I move it a little bit lower, see, it goes over. More branches. Thank you. More of that. And a little bit more of that. Luckily now we don't have a lot of things to make regarding the materials. I can upgrade you. I'm not gonna upgrade you because I wanna buy a new piece of armor. Let's go to sleep. Yes, we'll stick with Kai and Marius for now. Even though they are horrendous at stealth. Right, we will go over there because I'm fairly sure I know where to find the artifact. Which I won't be using, but I will sell it. Wait. Can I make the jump? Oh, I can go over there. Now we need to go through the farms. Wait. I don't know what rarity will be this one. Treasure, I should call it, not artifacts, rather. And this will be gloves. This is somewhere up. And this looks like a park ruin things. It looks like this. Honestly, it looks like most of the architecture here. I think when I was looking for it earlier, I made a mistake. I was only looking at this wall surrounding Paradise. That can be actually the one standing in the forest. This one. Further there is Arcrunen Gate. I think we can find materials, yellow materials as well. Oops. Or we can buy them from merchants as well. Wait. No, I need to see bigger part of the wall. No, nothing will fit the description probably. Big place, something here. Angled roots. Ah, you mean the... Not the awake... Oh, no, not the awakened Adra, but some different Adra. Wait, this is not the place we found a treasure here earlier, so that definitely isn't this place. Wait, oh, I cannot check it now. Or can I? Come on. Oh, Adraban. This one. Yeah, this... I think we can buy it from merchants as well. We'll see. I have the weapon I wanted. I'm content with that. Hello, Zorips. Okay, there was definitely no Zorip camp in sight on the map.
There are worse ways to end a fight.
Hey! Okay, so here we have the Parkland wall. Basically the only wall I remember being here. Other than the ones surrounding Paradise. And I still don't see the place with the roots sticking out, and I am stuck. Have we been there? Let's check it out. Oh, we haven't been here. I prefer if the treasure maps are drawn than if they are written, because I did come upon those as well, and it's a horrible thing to do to anyone. Really. Yeah, okay. Let's get out of here. I am still glad we found the rest of the Rutika totem here. That is amazing, honestly. There's also one more map in the Shatterscarp. The totem, I haven't found all the pieces either. There are companion quests? Have we done some companion quests? Oh, we've done one companion quest. Right, the Kai's one. Huh, I wonder if the rest will also have some. Okay. Let's go back to the tasks. Oh yeah, me neither. No, anytime I am... I've grown in a city, well, the same one I'm living in now, and I can tell you with the certainty that I still get lost in here. So I just learned which direction I need to go to get somewhere, and usually it's just to go straight somewhere. This one. But honestly, I've learned that if I walk from one end of the city to the other, I will get home. Other than that, I still use navigation most of the time. What is that? What is that? There's some purple stuff. There is something purple over there. But I can recognize that... some drawing on a piece of paper of a fantasy land. Oh, come on. How can I get there? Oh, strangled Adra. Oh, Zoribs. Oh. Hello.
Come and get me. Here we go.
The sorcerer is done. I don't want to deal with you. Well, for me, it doesn't matter which city I visited, they all look the same. So add that into the equation, that our cities look similar. The one city I visited that did look different to me was Edinburgh in Scotland. That did look different because, you know,
Everyone okay?
they are building their buildings like very slim and not very high, but like 2 stories high usually. Oh, that's for Yasli. Okay, I remember now. But yeah, most of the European cities look the same to me. Even when I was in Sweden for a day, and that city also looked the same to me as the European ones. We found a beautiful bit of Adra that would be perfect to study the erratic flow of essence natural to the living lands. Unfortunately, there is an infestation of Zoribs in and around the area. Of course, we mustn't let something as silly as fear stop our studies. So, myself and the others have decided that, by splitting up, we'll be less likely to be seen by the little monsters. I heard Nicholas cries last night. I believe that means that I am the only one remaining. Hopefully, Petra can make use of their equipment, as summoning the Zoribs didn't damage things too much. Either way, my studies of the Adra have been most exciting. I shall have to be more careful than my colleagues were if I wish to continue, but I'm not overly worried. I haven't seen too many Ghibli movies happening in European cities, and at this point I am afraid to ask which one. Can I use this? No. Oh, what a shame, really. I need the Atsley to go through. Okay. Wait. There is the Adra. It's there. So what is... Ah, just another place to visit. So I was at the Adra and I walked away from it. Oh! Wait, okay. Now it clicked. Yeah.
Some kind of crystal on top of that hill. Might be best to leave it alone.
And the movie is based on a book, which I haven't read yet, but I will. I was surprised to find out that their movies are based on books. Or manga, I think, as well. Okay. You shall live. You've retreated. You shall live. Marius, no, leave him. Leave him alone. Marius. Hi, you too. Okay. I didn't say I was part of priest. Animals.
Nice work.
Something happened here. Drip by drip, the slow passage of time. The years have gnarled our branches. The hot winds bent our trunk. Who are we? We do not recognize what we have become.
Day we all look in the mirror and see someone we don't like.
Were we foolish to grow here? Are we the sum of our regrets? Bitter fruit, yet your words reach us.
Maybe she's learning something. I've watched 3 Ghibli movies. The first one was given to me by my father's friend. It was Spirited Away, and for almost 10 years I always said the title wrong because his handwriting was horrible. Yes. So, So I think the full title is Spirited Away in the Realm of Gods, and the handwriting was so horrible that I instead always would read the title as Spirited Away in the Faucet of Gods.
Someone to help you. Please, if you just...
You'll not leave my side until I am what I was. Do not ask again.
I'm sorry.
Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I need to destroy something.
Sorry.
Sorry?
Traveler, what business have you here with me?
That has to be Galeen. Walk slowly, and maybe don't make eye contact.
Well, what is it?
Is this Gillen?
Yes, I'm...
Gilleen, you and I are talking, traveler. You and I.
Tell me why you're keeping her captive.
Because they attacked me. Because now, you and I must talk. If you care for her life, we must talk.
I don't know who he is, but just look at this mustache. This guy is business. Why do you want to talk?
Because I need someone to listen. To simply listen before they lash out at me with fury and hate.
A creature wounded. It howls and beats its chest against its fate, and still Kith hear cries of a monster. We understand.
Will you listen?
Alright, talk.
I am ill. I am dying. But I am not beyond hope. Not if I can get a cure for my molder lung in time.
Okay, I'll help you.
You will. I am glad that...
Take your time.
I am glad you will help. I apologize. My breath left me for a moment. What I need is this. Gilleen said the caravan carried a book. One with a recipe that should cure my condition. Bring me the cure. When you do, I shall let Gilleen go free.
If you know the recipe is with the caravan, why don't you do this yourself?
I spent much of my strength already. I must rest. But make no mistake, I don't lack the strength to rend you if I must.
Understood.
I ask again, will you help me?
I will look for the recipe. Have no fear.
Thank you, traveler. The caravan is northeast of here. You may speak to Gilleen too if she can be of any use. We will be here waiting.
He has asthma. We need to help him.
Please, hurry. Just find whatever he needs and get me out of here.
Do you know where the recipe for the cure is?
It'd be somewhere among the cards. Yes, somewhere among the cards, if it's still there at all.
Okay, don't worry. I'll be back soon. But this is not what we are after right now. Ah, okay, we need to find Marius's village. This one. Oh, it's not so far away. Ooh. Those are my favorites. Sometimes they are. Are you safe from the destroyed Etherean caravan cataloging the good sold to the Warden Tower? Salt pork, salt fish, linen garment, gunpowder stuff, doesn't matter. Oh, sleeve tea. Okay. More leaf tea. Maybe this will be the one. With Warcraft 3, I am familiar, and that's about it. You mean the curse of the orcs. The orcs cursed by the demon's blood. I am familiar with that. Multilong is found among creatures that live in the north. This pernicious disease dramatically reduces one's capacity to draw breath, leading to increased fatigue, weakness, and ultimately to death. Fortunately, a cure can be devised by utilizing the proper local ingredients. Antimycotic Highland moss, found throughout the region, particularly in the southeast of Galawain's tusks, grows on rocks above the ground amongst the roots of red leafy trees. Calcified beetle nest, formed at the base of the fire beetle nests, or their pieces of nest will be compressed and over time absorb some of the minerals from the rocks they inhabit. Jar of gunpowder snuff, a volatile inhalant that opens the lungs to receive the other medicines. Of course, we've gotta find the stuff. There's the tree. Oh, Cassifal's fire beetle nest. Great.
Here it comes.
Ah, goddammit. Of course I took too much stuff. I wanted to try playing World of Warcraft at some point. And then I remembered that... Come on. That I don't have money for that. I can either spend money on games or my time. Not both. Okay, I am playing RPGs, so that's not fully true. But I'm not spending as much money and as much time as I would on World of Warcraft. And trust me if I tell you, I would do everything in there. Oh, it's not here. They were... when the Warcraft movie came out, they were handing out promotion codes so you could play World of Warcraft, quote unquote, for free. It was included into the price of the cinema ticket until level 25, or you started at level 25 and could just play for a month, something like that. So yeah, that I tried, and all I can remember is that was disguised as a crab. No, sorry, I was disguised as a tree on a beach. Okay, I am just being corrected. It was a free month of the game for buying the cinema tickets. Thank you.
Here they come. Is that all you got?
Yep. No, you don't. No. So yeah, you would get a month of the game to play for buying the ticket for the cinema. Where the hell are those things? Somewhere there? Wait, how big is this? Oh, this big. It's this big. Great, the red trees are here in the outcast cave camp. Here. They are here, they are everywhere in the right. Maybe it will be in the ruins. I used to play lots of MMOs that had... Basically, most of MMOs I played had some sort of dragon in their name. So I used to play Dragonica, Dragon Prophet. What was that one? I don't know if it was Dragon Sage, Draconium, or something along those lines. And Terra. when it became free. Hello.
Welcome back to the tower, envoy.
Okay, that's not what we want from me, apparently. Ah, thank you. Oh, okay, that's it. That's interesting. So I pay for 1 month and I can play whatever I want, but not the latest expansion.
I wonder if it'll taste any better this time.
It better be after that burrower.
Where are those damn trees?
Are you sure there's not anything else you can give me for the
Trees, the trees, the trees. Okay, that's interesting. And there, if I understand correctly, there's also 2 versions of the game going side by side. The one that came out the 20 years ago and is up with all the expansions, and the one they call Classic, for which they reintroduce everything again. Not. Oh god damn it. Where's the goddamn tree? I mean, I know what I'm looking for, but where the hell is it? Do we know? Where's my journal? Oh, there's my journal. Where's my document? Galloway's tasks. Diary, treasure map, Nandrew, mold, no. Oh. Red tree. Somewhere there. Oh my goodness. And I thought Path of Exile was convoluted. Okay, do I spy with my little eye? Red tree? No. So you have basically a version for any type of player right now. Hello? Ooh, Galloway screen. Let's keep that. We need the Atsley here as well. Oh, that's Cresta. And that's the Congress, the other one. I missed. Oh, come on. I saw the priest. Be gone. Be gone, all of you. Well, I did. No, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Oh my god. Wait, how did I not hit you? Oh, we are in okay, what? I'm very competent to speaker, believe me. To be fair, they warned us that this will be a very difficult fight. Get down here, come on. Why would you need all those skeletons? I mean, I would take multiple skeletons if I had the option as well. Also, why do you look like the main character from Torment? I have so... First fight death. Oh, second one. I have so many questions, so little answers. When was the save point? Okay, after I've collected this, so before I have collected the stuff from here, right? Yep. And I wanted to find the rest of those journals. Oh, this time I'm gonna separate you. Stupid. Why are you guys here? Come on. Ah, there's the priest. Whoa. There's more of them. I just wanna run. No. Okay. Get rid of the goddamn priest. Where the hell is he? Oh, there he is. Hey, I had it with you. Once again, you thwarted all of my damage. There's another one. No, it's a portrait. Okay. Not priest, but portrait. Oh. And then you wonder why I don't like magic users. Just please don't get up. Please don't get up.
Coming from the rear.
I don't advise getting hit by giant rocks. No, maybe it will work if it weren't a rock to the head. What is hitting me so much? We definitely need an upgrade. Or armor. I mean, probably trying to block also would work miracles. But at this point I have no idea what is happening. Okay, I think that's the last one. Thank you. Yeah, me too. Me too. This is the first time I've used so many potions. No, wait, do we have anything that will... No. No, that's a shame. We need Yatsley here. And there's no alternative for us. A hunt master spoils.
Bet that was part of something once.
Yeah, Galawain's. Galawain is a god of hunts, if I remember correctly. Oh. A hunter laid his bow across the altar to Galawain, his faithful hound at his side. Galawain, he prayed, seeker, changeling, father of monsters. Winter approaches and our tribe is on the brink of starvation. I must go hunting. Send me a challenge worthy of your blessing, a creature so grand that its body can sustain my people. When he finished his prayer, he opened his eyes, only to discover that his bowstring had been cut. He tried in vain to string his bow, but with each attempt the cord snapped and frayed. Crestfallen, he took up his once mighty weapon and beckoned his faithful hound to follow. His prayer had been answered. This would indeed be a worthy challenge. Hunts, not hands. Hunt. Oh, come on. I believe. No. And changelings, apparently. Okay, where do we have... There's a camp. Here, there's... Urvolnau. We also need to get rid of. Oh, there it is. Actually, probably ants as well. Yeah. There are hunter ants, if I remember correctly. No. Oh my goodness. This one. Electricity. Of course, after I sold my grimoire, we need electricity. Or are those huntsmen ants? Maybe huntsman spider. Everything is hunting everything. This goes right there. Hunting, like a wild hunt from The Witcher. Or are you just pulling my leg? Oh, turnip. It's blocked. The last one. Okay. I don't hear any weird sounds coming from within. So that's a good sign. I did open a door of farmhouse once, but back then there were those weird sounds coming from it. That's a thing I will never forget. What do we have here? Council of Stalls. Oh, we've been here. Okay. And we are close to the camp. And since we've made so much progress, I think it will be a good place to finish it. What is that? Oh, we've been there. Oh, it was so close. Okay, so we've been here before. And the arena to fight those two guys was just up there. Piercing. Could be. I mean, the pantheons are always overlapping, no matter the world. And of course someone was stuck with us.
Marius, I've been wondering about something.
What's that?
How do we keep finding Zarops on every continent? They don't strike me as the seafaring type.
Oh, that's simple. Zarops probably stow away on merchant ships or ride on the back of dragons or something like that.
What if Eora was once a single landmass, and the Zorop tribes drifted apart over the years? Could that be possible?
Well, that's a theory. You might need to look into it some more before telling it to anyone else, of course.
I'm pretty sure you're overthinking it. It's like rats. You see them everywhere too, but they don't have their own navy either.
Maybe you're right. But I like my theory.
No.
Careful with that thing. We're not even sure what it does. And some of us have to sleep here.
Oh, come on. Who would pass over that little thing?
Yonatan. Envoy? Sorry. I've been in my head ever since we left Solace, thinking about the village.
What about it?
What if I get there and... oh, I don't know, I fall apart. Memories flood in and I don't know who I am anymore. Or worse, what if it's nothing?
If you feel this strongly about it, it's not nothing.
There was a story. The warden who saw the future.
Is this a story from Solace?
Yes. Mihala told it to me when I was young. There was a young warden who thought she could see the future. She'd think about things and they would come to pass. She was worried about her father falling ill, and he did. She feared her friend would die of exposure. It happened.
Were you the young warden by any chance?
Kamayu. One day, she was with her patrol unit guarding a watchtower, and she was struck by a terrifying thought. She just knew in her gut that Solace was under attack. Zareps, or ogres, or fire blights from the wastes.
So she found a way to alert Solace and remain at her post?
Wouldn't be much of a story if that's what happened. The young warden tried to alert her unit, but they didn't seem concerned. They said she was delusional. So she left the tower to go protect Solace. And she found nothing there. Meanwhile, her post came under attack. Her whole unit was killed because she abandoned it.
And Solace sentenced her to prison for dereliction of duty.
The story ended before that part. Huh. Probably, though. What if I'm seeing the future? I can't stop thinking about this village, as if I'm trying to predict what will happen.
You sought help from your unit. We're here to support you.
Well, I'm fortunate to have you all here. Anyway, I appreciate the talk, Envoy. I clearly have some things to figure out. Anyway,
Thank you.
if I must.
Is that all? No, of course that's not all.
Envoy, coming back to Solace is not easy for me. A lot of memories, not all happy ones.
Commander Mihala seemed to think highly of you.
She took an interest in me when I first came to Solace. No idea why. I was an outsider and a child. She had every right to make me someone else's problem, but she didn't.
Mihala has a bigger heart than she lets on.
A real liability in her line of work. She tried being a secret benefactor for a time, but I figured it out. Just makes it harder coming back, after the way I left things here.
Did something happen to you here?
I grew up in Solace. They took me in when I was a child, and they treated me like one of their own. Until I left.
And they took you in for... where, exactly?
That... I don't know. I think it has something to do with those memories we talked about. That village. I feel like I'm being pulled in that direction, but... I don't want to go there. Really don't want to go. Well, over the years, I started getting the feeling I was lied to, like everyone in Solace knew something I didn't. Whenever I asked about where I came from, I never got a straight answer. You're here now, they'd say. That's what matters.
They probably just wanted to make you feel safe.
Right, but it just made me more and more uneasy. What could have been so bad that they wouldn't even tell me about it? Was it something I did? Something I didn't do? I left because I felt like everyone there was keeping something from me. Like I didn't belong there. And they all knew it.
Brave.
Right. Okay. Thanks. I had to get out of there. I slipped out in the night. Never said a word to anyone. Didn't look up till I got to Paradise. And here I am. Back again. Funny how things work out. Anyway.
I love
you too.
I love it. Just like casually. Anyway. Kai?
Yatsley. Rawatayans love to boast about how barren and rugged our homeland is. But we've got nothing on the Pargrunan living here.
Galloway's Tusks has a certain austere charm.
I can't fault your optimism, but would you think that if this was the only landscape you ever saw day in and day out? According to Marius, his people are forbidden from ever leaving the tusks.
I did tell you that, didn't I? Must have been drunk.
I'm all for pulling together, but that's just oppressive.
No one could survive here without cooperation and mutual sacrifice.
It's about the walls, really. Big, massive, ancient walls.
That's a good point.
But what's the point of all that if it's not making everyone's lives better somehow? Ravatai has a similar problem. Between the constant storms and the rocky soil, the lands never supported us easily. So many of us find work as sailors and mercenaries. We explore the world as soldiers or as part of a trade mission. We venture out. We're encouraged to.
You also conquer and annex a lot of the lands you explore and trade with.
Yeah, that's certainly part of it. Look, I'm not trying to defend or debate my empire's conduct, or yours.
Guilty
Everyone
as
in the
charged.
Living Lands faces struggle. But people choose that, and usually to escape something worse. Forcing people into a lifetime of hardship for the sake of principle or tradition is a different matter entirely.
What do you think about Kostia's plan for a deal with Edir?
I can tell he's struggling against the current, which is a shame because he's looking out for his people rather than an old building. Tradition and history have their place, but I just can't see putting it ahead of the welfare of the living. But you're the envoy. I'm wondering what you think about it.
It's reckless. He's betting his people's future on a risky deal and assuming they'll adapt.
Maybe so. Sometimes you just work with what you got. Rauatai's grown over the centuries through dozens of expansions, conquests, and alliances. Many were bloody and hard-won, but I still can't find myself wishing for the alternative. We wouldn't have lasted if we stayed a small Almawa tribe struggling against a barren, stormy spit of land.
Dying out and aggressive conquest aren't the only options.
Fair enough, and that's not exactly the choice in front of the Pargrunen either.
Hmm.
The question is, do you really think Kostya and his people are better off sticking around here than taking their chances with Adir? Or striking out into the Living Lands?
That's not for me to say.
Perhaps there's no one who should make that decision, but someone will have to. I've got extra water in my pack if anyone needs it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Can you tell that I'm not looking to making that decision? Wait, yes. And upgrade it even further with Adrabane. Also, do put science in the video games. Put more of the science into video games. I will say we have enough science when we are reading about brown movement of particles in the video games. Then it will be enough. Google it. Okay, so, as I said, it's time to end it. We've talked about politics too much. So, and I need to eat supper, so I'm leaving you with them, and I'm going to eat something. See you tomorrow. Good night.
Simple modifications.
What kinds of modifications?
Well, I was going to start by removing the trigger,
What?
then snapping off the hammer,
Are you serious?
and finally stuffing the barrel with tree sap.
Why would you do this?
Because I caught you reading my diary, that's why.
Giada, I promise on my life and on every life my soul has ever lived, I will